I guess someone's going.
Y'all are still up? Didn't realize how late it was. All right, tell me when.
Go ahead. Do you want to make an opening statement?
Yeah. Wow. Real proud of our team. Didn't look good at the first. I think we got down 21-0. Didn't look good. I think we were down 24-7. They had the ball. Playing at home, there's a lot more pressure on the team than playing on the road. Our guys fought, and we beat a good team. I mean, that's a top 25 team. You'll see them. They win a lot of football games. And our guys came and they made plays. Defense stood up when they had to. Offense did the same thing. We made some mistakes. A lot of them are correctable. I think we'll have a chance to be a pretty good team. I really do. That's what I told our guys. And couldn't be more proud. I mean, the way you win games, it means a lot for your team in the future. I'm just proud of our team. We got a chance to be pretty good. Questions?
Yeah, Coach, a couple of weeks ago you said that you would learn more about your team probably in the first half of your first game than throughout fall camp. What did you learn about your team tonight?
Yeah, golly, they're a bunch of winners. They're used to winning. We knew that when we got here. You can just tell the way that our leadership handles herself, but you never know until you get in front of the crowd and playing the opponent. Our leaders, they willed us. They willed us to win. They refused to let us lose. There was a couple of our leaders that stood up at halftime and really challenged the guys, just told them what we were going to do, and it happened.
Isaiah Bowser, obviously, was it your plan to run him as much as you did? And what do you make of his performance tonight?
Yeah, I don't know how many times I give it to him. 33, yeah. It just worked that way, and they were giving us, and we spread out, and we were trying to press the ball down the field, and we hurt them on a couple of deep ones, and then they started going two safeties, and we just felt like we needed to run the football. He made a big-time play on that screen. I mean, that was one of the biggest plays of the game. It was 2nd 15, and that was a huge play.
Almost a 3-hour delay before the game even started. How did that, change game preparation? How do you prepare for a game like that?
Yeah, probably about like it did y'all. I mean, it just kept going 20 minutes more, 30 minutes more, and you're kind of going, wow. So our guys, we just kind of relaxed in there, and and then once we got out there, it was kind of regular game routine. The crowd was unbelievable, man. We really appreciate the crowd. They really helped us and willed us to win.
Coach, you talked about some players gave a halftime speech, just getting down by 3 scores and coming back and making it 24-14 before half. How critical was that? Can you elaborate more on what happened at halftime?
I think the key play in the game, or the key drive, was right before half when we scored with 10 seconds left, and it changed the momentum of the game. We went to halftime with a lot of confidence, and we just talked, hey, let's go down the first drive of the third quarter. If we score, we win the game. And so that's really the conversations. Our coaching staff did a really good job adjusting the second half. Our defense really came on, and that defensive line started to lean on them.
Yeah, Coach, talk a little bit more about your defense shutting down the run.
Yeah, they're a good team. I mean, they got everybody coming back. I think the quarterback was he the one that led them to victory against Florida State a couple of years ago. They got a lot of guys who've been playing a lot of ball, and so that's pretty impressive. We hit him. We disrupted the quarterback. We hit him quite a few times.
How would you assess Dylan's play tonight?
Yeah, Dylan, he made some unbelievable throws. He can extend plays. He's got a special gift. It's kind of unfortunate right there. We're fixed to put the game away. We got a holding penalty after he was down there, and I think it was 2nd down and 2. It ended up being 2nd and 20. But he's a real special player. He stays calm through the whole deal. And he made some unbelievable deep throw balls.
How was he able to overcome the interception?
He's a winner, and you go talk to him, and he said next play, and that's what the great ones do.
Did you get an injury update on Dylan after that?
He was good enough to finish the game, and so really that was about it.
Gus, did you learn anything about the team in terms of the resilience that they were able to show to come back?
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole college football world did. That's tough to do. You get down 21-0 at home against a really good team, and just to fight back, and what you got to do to fight back, to keep believing and making plays, and you got to answer the bell again, and they just kept doing it, and you could feel it on the sideline. There wasn't any panic. Real proud of our staff. I mean, our staff did a really good job, and it was just overall, it was a really, really quality victory that will help us moving forward.
Coach, you mentioned the resilience of your squad too throughout the game here, and then you also mentioned some of the mistakes and stuff you'll be looking at. Is there any particular low-hanging fruit you see you're going to hit practice going into Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah, we made all kinds of mistakes out there. I mean, it was first game, especially when you're a new coach, you got a new team. We know there's going to be some things. You know, I told our guys, I said, the key to this game is dealing with adversity. That's it. You know, we're going to deal with adversity like champions. I mean, there's no bad body language. We're bright-eyed. We're going to be ready to keep answering the bell, and they did that. But yeah, there's all kinds of things that we'll look on the film. And we've got to improve, and we've got to correct in a hurry.
You just mentioned moving forward. What does a win like this early on in the season, opening season, do for your team?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big win. I mean, it's a huge win. You know, it was a big game. Gave us, we're 1-0. 1-0, a chance to get better.
Guys, what about you? I mean, you got, it looks like you got the Gatorade shower.
Yeah.
What does this mean for, win mean for you, first win at UCF?
Well, it's real special, there's no doubt. I mean, I love our players. I love this place, man. This is a special place. The people here, our fans, you know, our university, our president, our AD, I mean, we got a real chance. And that's what's fun for me. And, you know, a night like this, just one game, but, you know, when you get off on the right foot, because we put ourselves out there. I mean, you've heard us, we put the bar out, and, you know, we told everybody what we're going to do. Now you got to do it. The hard part's doing it. You know, we won the first game, got a chance to improve and be pretty good.
Also, I don't know if you can discuss this, but there were reports that the Big 12 has reached out to you guys. What do you think about that?
I'm worried about just winning this game. I have no idea, so.
Coach, a couple more. Coach.
I can hear you.
Oh, my bad. Coach, when you look at the blueprint of this team over the few years, they've been elite offensively, been able to force turnovers, but when you look at last year, a lot of the mistakes were made in the margins when it came to penalties and things like that. Penalties early in the first half, cleaned up in the second half.
Yeah.
What is it that you're preaching to your team?
Well, I mean, I always think penalties are on coaches. I mean, we got to coach the guys better, and you know, we'll continue to do that and try to correct those penalties. You can't beat yourself. You know, those self-inflicted wounds when you're playing a good team, they're hard to overcome, and we had some tough ones in that first half.
Coach, in the first half, it kind of hurt us with a lot of short, quick throws. Third quarter especially, totally shut that down. What was the adjustment there?
Yeah, you know, they kind of surprised us. They played us a whole lot of man, you know, and we thought we would get some two shell a lot, drop 8, and you know, we played the head coach when he was the coordinator at Oregon, and they were quite a bit different, and kind of took us a little bit to adjust. And we heard them on some vertical balls, and that kind of changed the dynamics of the game. And then they started to loosen it up a little bit, and then we'd spread them out, and able to have the runs. You know, the 3rd down and goal from the 7 was a huge play in the game. You know, and our offensive line did a really good job. And Bowser, he's a load. He finished it at the goal line.
Dylan Lester's a little bit of an underappreciated guy. What gave you the confidence to put him in that situation to make a play?
He earned it. I mean, everybody you see out there earned it. If they're on the field, they earned it, and that's why they're there.
That's great.
Yes, you
Okay.
still going to Waffle House?
You know what? Yeah, I may be going to Waffle House. I may be. Closest one, what is it, a mile down the road?